Welcome back. Nearly 20 million people watched the Oscars Sunday for a glimpse of all the glam walking the red carpet. But for many celebs, the incredible money they earn comes with a few legal battles or expert estate planning. And to break it all down is our legal expert, Danielle Mayoras. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Really like you here because we get to break down all these things with the celebs. I'm going to name some famous celebs who have won Oscars in the past, and I want you to tell us what we have learned from them. So let's start with the chairman of the board himself, old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra was very smart. He put a no contest clause in his will, and what this means and why it's important is he was married not one but 4 different times. He had 3 kids from another marriage, and of course he was thinking there could be trouble brewing when he passed away. So he put a provision in his will that if any of the beneficiaries filed one of 13 different legal actions, they would be disinherited and not get a penny. And it worked.
Man thought ahead.
Yes.
All right, you said 4 marriages for Frank. Let's go to somebody who doubled that. Elizabeth Taylor, I believe she was married 8 times, twice to the same guy even. What can we learn from dear old Elizabeth?
Use a trust. Elizabeth Taylor did something wonderful that I advocate for everyone. She used a trust, she used it properly, and the reason we know this is because her estate never went through the probate court. So many celebs, right, their estate goes through the probate court, it's all public, we find out all their private information, but we didn't with Elizabeth Taylor. She used a trust and she funded it.
Another all-timer, the Godfather, Marlon Brando. He made us an offer we couldn't refuse.
That's right.
Are we learning from that?
He made a lot of offers to people. What happened is after he passed away, there were dozens of lawsuits filed against the estate. All of these employees he made offers to and said, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you that. And then when he passed away, there was a lot of confusion because he never put it in writing.
Oh, no, that would mean a lot of confusion for a lot of people.
And that's what we want to do, put it in writing.
Yeah, all right, let's bring it to people, to younger actors, so people under 40 might know some of these people. Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger unfortunately passed away young, and when he did, he had done a will 3 years prior that he never updated it after his daughter was born. And that led to all sorts of concerns. Is his daughter going to inherit his estate? What's going to happen? Well, long story short, his dad came forward and said they would provide for her and it would all go to her. But we all want to update our documents with life events, births, marriage, divorce, you name it.
All right, and one final one of my favorite character actors of all time, Philip Seymour Hoffman, unfortunately passed away a few years ago as well. What can we learn from him?
Well, he did a lot of things incorrect with his estate planning that we don't have time to get into, but he did do something that was correct, which he was very creative with his distribution. In his will, he left a provision, a strong preference, that his son live in either Manhattan, Chicago, or San Francisco because he wanted him to be exposed to fine arts and culture. And that's something that all of us can do with our estate planning is be creative, build incentives in for what we want our beneficiaries to do, and really take advantage of that.
Never really heard of that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, Danielle, thanks a lot. That was rapid fire. Thanks for playing along.
Yes, it was.
Really
Thank you, Chris.
that.
Appreciate it.